Hey, what's up guys? How are you guys doing today? Hope everyone's having a great day as always. You know, I hate sometimes repeating myself, but it's kind of like I get into a habit of, you know, when I'm doing a vlog, I would say, hey, what's up YouTube? How's it going? Or this and that, like, oh, that's the thumbnail. But I know I was gonna say I'm really excited to do this vlog, but I really am excited to do this vlog today because, you know, I've always, you know, like to, you know, give a lot of information, the information that we get, that we have over here, that we've learned in the 7 years that we've been doing this. And I remember the beginning, in the first, second, third, even fourth year, man, so much people would just, so much negativity, so much, oh, you don't know this, you don't know that, blah, blah, blah. But you know what, man, I feel super confident about the way, how we breed ball pythons, and we've been very successful and blessed with the business, you know, that we have, that we created. So I'm gonna tell you guys everything we do from the bottom to the top of breeding ball pythons the AEP way. And you know, first of all, let's get into the and say, you know, it's not that hard. Everyone has their own little ways, but there's not this magical way of doing this or that to make these things thrive more, or it's better than this other person. Because I know some people that do it this way, some people that do it that way, and both of them are super successfung. We're just gonna show you guys our way, and dude, it is getting better and better for us every single year. But before we get to that, I have a really cool unbagging unboxing, or how would you call this?
I like how you said it, unbagging.
Right, unbagging? This is coming none other than our buddy all the way from Italy, Stefano from Euphoria Ball Pythons, dude, all the way from Italy. So freaking cool. So let's get to this real quick, guys, and we'll get right to, you know, sweet. Hell yeah. Ooh, and a card. Thank you. Get this up. Dude, do me a big favor, guys. Please go check out all of Stefano's information. It's gonna be on the description down below. Instagram, go check it out. He has some crazy stuff, and he has a snake that how do you say it? Seller's regret, or yeah, seller's regret. Like I regretted selling them a snake. Beautiful snake. I hope you're afraid. That's what I'm saying. Big thank you for the beautiful animals provided to me, but also for the enthusiasm and motivation, dude. This is what I'm talking about, man. Appreciate that, brother. Seriously, love you, man. That is so freaking awesome. We have some really cool stickers right there. Now let's check out these shirts. Hopefully got it. Dude, so sick. See that? And it has it in the back right there. Love it. Yeah. And they look like a little bigger, so I have put a little size on me, so definitely have to put this on. All right, let me throw one of these bad boys on and let's get to it. All right, guys, let's get started. You know, we will be showing a couple of snakes here, but I really just want to get into the whole breeding part of ball python. So for one, let's go to our male rack. So this right here is all of our males. We have about 55 males to what, 300 females, but a lot of these females are not breeding. I think we're only doing about 150, right? About 150 females, 140, and realistically, not all those 140 are gonna go. We're hoping, you know, for at least, you know, 70 to 100 of them go, but we're getting a lot of girls stimulating and stuff like that. But these are all of our males right here. I'll show a couple of them off. We don't have that much males, but one thing that I did learn, and remember guys, I tell you guys all the time, it took me 6 years to understand this, is have backup males for every project. Now, I have up to like 3 backup males for every project. I mean, dude, DG Clowns, here we go. We got DG Clown Het Hypo, Red Stripe Desert Ghost, Clown Het Hypo, DG Clown Proven Breeder, DG Clown Proven Breeder, DG Clown Proven Breeder. We have these 3 right here, and these 2 are gonna be the backup for the next year. And we have it on those, on ball pythons. We have Stranger Trident Red Stripe Yellow Belly Clown that we're getting ready for, oh snap, for next season. Gotta love that Trident gene. But the one before that, he's the one that made him, Stranger Pompeii. These are just regular clowns right here, just codoms, clowns with codoms. And then here's a good example, for the Sunset Desert Ghost project, we have our double visual, Sunset Desert Ghost. And then for that, we have a Yellow Belly Desert Ghost Head Sunset and a Sunset Head Desert Ghost. So we have basically probably 3 males for each project. All right, so starting from the beginning. So usually our season, we would always try to start it around October and November. And every time we would do that, nothing would really go for us. By the time we would be burning out our males, and by the time our girls would start going, dude, we would start looking for new males, because we'd be like completely like, they'd be gassed out, you know, they didn't do anything. Because that's where I was told from the beginning to, you know, like start putting them around October, November, December. So then we started realizing it was more like February, March. Then the year after that, everything started changing. We started getting new females. So it was really, really weird. So what I started doing now is just every month, no matter what, unless I know the female's really, really good, I'm gonna always ultrasound and go off of the ultrasound, not really much as far as the season. I'm not gonna wait for October, November, December, January, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. I'm not gonna wait for any of those. I am literally gonna be ultrasounding every single girl unless I know she's either already breeding, if she already laid. If they're already laid, I'm not going to be touching these girls for 3 to 4 months. My goal is to just get them feeding. So here's a good example. Oh, here, right here. So this Gotham female, she is one of the first investment females that I have ever purchased when I got into ball python breeding. I got this girl 6 years ago, and this girl right here has gone for me every year. Right now she's gravid, and she was paired up to a Stranger Pompeii. You know, strangers and bananas or coral glows make really, really good combos. I imagine getting all those combos. It's really, really cool stuff. Still, I'm not really doing too much clown to clown stuff, but I really wanted to do this because I seen a couple of stranger clown combos and I was really, really in love with them. But this girl always goes early for me. So when I know this girl goes, I know behind this girl is gonna be these girls over here. Excuse me. Once that girl goes, I know these other girls are gonna be ready to go. So the next ones are gonna be like my cinnamon, and I have some like other stuff here that I already know that go right behind her. So when she starts, then I know from there, I'm just talking real quick about like, and then my double head sunset clown stuff, these girls will be following up from there. So these girls I kind of already know, but what we've been doing every year now is we are actually, you know, like recycling females now every time, even males. So we're getting new stuff in because we're trying to, you know, get to a point where everything's either a double visual or a visual triple head, you know, trying to, you know, advance to get those, you know, those triples, those quads, and, you know, etc., things like that. So to us, every year is a lot different because the girls I held a lot of stuff back. Now we're ultrasounding these girls, and check this out. So these girls right here on this rack right here are pretty much all brand new girls. Now these girls are not ready to breed yet, so you can see, but look, they're getting up to size already. So my goal is for these girls to be breeding by October, November, December, if the ultrasound allows it. But we have some crazy stuff here, man. Some chocolate hypo DG clowns. Basically, everything over here is gonna be like for a double, triple vision. Okay, all this stuff right here that you can see we have 10 millimeter, 13 millimeter, 8 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter. All these girls have been paired up one time, as you can see. We ultrasound them after each girl have been paired up once. So what we usually do right here, for example, these girls right here, these double head sunset puzzles, what I'm pairing up to those girls is my DG sunset, because I lost my male. So my goal on this one is going to be, you know, to make some visual sunsets that are going to be 100% het desert ghost and 50% het puzzle. But with the shed test going on nowadays, it can really, really help you and, you know, save you and, you know, have you kind of like, you know, move up even forward down the line with that. It's going to be a long process to, you know, not making a double visual right away, but in the long run, you could really, really, you know, jump a lot of years by doing that. So back again to the whole breeding part. So these girls right here are bred one time a month. For example, right here, we had a visual lock on 5/11, a visual lock on June 9th, a visual lock June 5th, a visual lock 5/21, which is May 21st. So we're always going to try to put that male around that time of that pairing. It's not always going to be exact on the 21st or the 6th, it's not, but we always want to have it pretty similar. And the cool thing about that is you're not really wasting your male and stuff like that. So with the ultrasound, if these girls get paired up twice in 2 months back to back and their follicles ain't growing, I'm not going to put that male in there no more. What I'll do is I'll put another male to try to hopefully stimulate her. Hopefully, you know, she boosts up, especially if the male is really, really important to me and I can't really be, you know, having them spread his seed out. Then I will put the male, you know, back in there. So that's what we do with the males from there. They only breed once a month with each female. That's it. And one thing that we've been doing this season has been really, really cool. And I'll give you guys a good example right here. So we've been following these girls with our ultrasound, right? So on February 18th, she was at 12 millimeters. We did one pairing right there. Didn't really care much about it. Then in March 23rd, she was at 15 millimeter follicles. And then she had a pairing on 4/9. Out of nowhere, when we did her ultrasound on May 1st, Dude, she blew up on the 28th. And then we got her last lock on 5/11. Because remember, anytime we have a female that's around 24 to 28 millimeter follicles, we try to get one more pairing with that male. Then after that, that male never goes in with them. And you know, but this girl already ovulated. Now this, how cool this is. They only had 3 locks, right? 3 locks we're shooting for. And this one ended up getting 4 locks. What we don't want to do with that male is something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, you know, I'm saying that what you don't want to do, but the only reason why I did it with these females was because he's only pairing up to these 4 females. Only 1 male out of 4. You know, we've had 1 male do up to 12 clutches, and I'll explain that here in a little bit. Same thing with this female. You know, we only have 1 male for her, and you know, I ended up working out. So you know, it's not like he's gonna go to any other female, and she wasn't gonna go to any other male. So you know, we were just putting them in there every time, hoping that was gonna stimulate it. Which, you know, I've learned from doing this a long time, it doesn't really, you know, help that much, because he's been with her a lot of times, and she just wanted to go when she was comfortable and ready to go. Now, one thing that I could say that has been a big difference with us, this is something I learned from, you know, the greatest, rest in peace, Brian Barczyk. You know, he always told me, like, dude, feed these girls, man. The more you feed them, the bigger they'll get, the more the follicles will grow. And I can't tell you guys how crazy it's been for us this season. Here's another good example. Orange Dream Yellow Belly Fire Pied. She was at 12 millimeters on second on the third, 23 she was 16, 522, and then boom, she jumped on 6'4", had her last lock 5'7", and she was bred to a sunset het pied. So what we've been doing, it was pretty cool. So we order, what's our rat order? 230 smalls, and then we do 60 mediums. So we do 230 smalls, 60 mediums. Now the smalls will take care of everything in here. Now what I do with the mediums is Tina will start, you know, feeding off all the hatchlings. Everything here with the blue tape has been fed on mediums. So this is what I do. I put the mediums on my little pusher thingy, and then I look at all the girls that had a big jump from follicles. Anything's around 16 millimeter, 22 millimeters, dude, I give them medium rats. Boom, 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 boom. Following these girls at the high follicle, what's it called? Numbers that we have up here, sorry. So these girls, we were doing that to the girls that were showing high follicles, and from 6 weeks to the other, humongous jump. We weren't expecting to have any snakes start being blue taped besides this one, and we ended up doing about 30 something females. Here's a good example. Mandarin double het hypo pied. She blew up out of nowhere. She's about to ovulate. Same thing with this one. The Mandarin Cypress het hypo. She's already in on deep shed. We did the red stripe ultra clown, and again, look, 3 locks only. All these snakes right here are first time, what's it called, goers? First time breeders. Look at this. All of these girls, man, it is so freaking cool. Here's another one that's really, really cool. The one that has like 100 locks. This one too. This one's almost 2 years old, and she's gonna be going as well. So by feeding these girls like a medium, and even if they could take 2 mediums or even take a medium and a small, dude, they blew up. Their follicles grew dramatically. You know, I didn't even pair them up anymore. I just, you know, started feeding them heavy. So now, when we started getting our rat order again, a lot of these girls stopped eating because now they're ready to, you know, to obviously have eggs. So what we started doing is now I started focusing on the other girls that are showing high follicles. Like, for example, we have a 14 millimeter follicle on this girl, and she jumped up from 10 to 14, 12 to 15, 12 to 15. So these girls will definitely get my eye. The other ones that are gonna get my eye is this one right here. She went from 15 to 19 millimeter follicles, so she's showing a good growth spur. And then we have 22 millimeters on 6'4" from 15. And we have another one that's 12 from 16. And yeah, so these girls now are gonna be going to, you know, medium rats, which is, dude, I'm telling you, man, it's the biggest thing we've done, and it's helped us out dramatically. Even with all these girls, all these girls right here, this one's only right here about 2 years old. These are already here about 2-year-old snakes right here. But now we were not expecting to have, you know, all these blue tapes: Sunset Clown, Gotham Het Sunset, Leopard Clown Het Sunset, Leopard Clown Het Sunset, all from just feeding really heavy. So, okay, that's that. So we breed on every Monday at 10 o'clock. We do our pairings. And every morning that day we have no one work because it's on Tuesday. We have nobody work here. We shut off all the fans because the humidity goes up a lot more. So we feed every Monday at 10, and then we come here and check at 10 a.m. as well. And lately our lock ratio has been disgustingly awesome. We did like what, 30 something parents. We had like 27 locks from there. We do Friday at 10 and we check Saturday at 10 a.m. So those are, we only pair twice a week. Monday at 10 a.m., check Tuesday at 10 a.m. We pair up Friday at 10 a.m. and we check Saturday at 10 a.m. And that schedule for us has been really, really amazing because by the time Wednesday when we feed, they're already not locked up anymore. They're like, relaxing. Then they get that meal. So they got, they got dirty, they got a little busy, and now they get some food. They relax till the next couple of days. And it's been a great, great split for us. Now the males, what I started doing this season too as well is I was very worried about, because sometimes you get these males that breed, then they stop eating. I used to get really, really nervous. What I have noticed though is all my mousers don't ever stop eating, and they're the best breeders. Now, I'm not doing that. I'm not telling, oh, just put all these things on mice. I've just been, doing an experience. As you can see right here, anything that has an M is that they're mousers, like mousers. They're not as big, but they won't stop eating, and they breed really, really good. So these males right here, last day, I remember I was telling you guys in the beginning that I would just pair them up, and I would waste these males, and it was very, very, hard on us, especially when we ended up having to, invest in a couple of males. Then when we get one that's a proven breeder, then doesn't breed for us, we're like out some money and you're on that project. So another thing that I would suggest is, like I said, if you have a couple of males for that project, if you have one male that's not as powerful as the main one that you want to do, but it's still on that project, I would say you put that male to that female to stimulate that female to hopefully, by the time she gets ready, then to put the last 2 locks with that male that you really, really want to get. That's what we did last season. That's what we're doing this season. And it's, dude, I'm telling you, we're not worried about not having enough males, so that's one thing with the males. What else? Also, guys, one thing I wanted to tell you was, we don't change our temperatures whatsoever. We never change the split unit at all. Never bring it down, never bring it up, nothing. As long as it stays here. Right now, it's because we're in here and we have the other fan on. It's at 51, but we always keep this here from 79 to no more than 81, and the humidity is usually around 65 to 80. It doesn't get, in the winter times it gets a little higher than that on both sides. We do it in here and also in here. Again, because we're running this one, so that's why it's like the humidity is really low. But again, 81, and they'll shoot up. Both sides will be around 81 to 79, and humidity is going to be anywhere from 65 to like 80, around there. But we never change our temperatures. We never bring the temps down on any of our thermostats. None of that stuff. We don't use any secret juice, any secret sauce, any of that. We just, like I tell you guys, that's exactly how we breed. If you guys have any other questions, a little more detailed that you guys want to ask me, make sure to answer them on the following question. I'm always reading your comments. If you guys go back to the last vlogs, I've been replying to everybody. Dude, I'm getting really, really excited about this season. It's the first time for us in this season that we're going full year-round breeding, and we're super excited. But as always, guys, we appreciate all the support. Until next time, peace.